Hey guys, it's Ross Scotland on the Space Coach. Today I acquired this recently. This is actually the very first thing I bought this year, 2024. I think I got it on like the 2nd or something. £2 from a charity shop. Star Wars, the Visual Encyclopedia. And yes, another visual dictionary, but I didn't have this one. Dated on the back. And this has got some great stuff that none of the others have got. So let me just go through this. Start with that. I assume that is from the Phantom Menace, where they make the shields. What else do we have? Yes. Geography. Now, this is interesting because I recognise several continents. That is the Arabian Peninsula. This is Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, Cambodia. And I think there's probably a couple of others as well that I recognised when I was in there. There was one bit, it clearly looked like the western coast of the US, like this, for instance, could be the western coast of North America, but I wasn't 100% sure. It's the thing that I enjoy doing in any sci-fi show. When they show a planet that's got oceans and continents, they always mix up Earth's continents. It's never completely original. Oh yes, this was the bit here where that looks like Baja California, the peninsula. But anyway, that's just my little by-the-by. So we do, of course, have another galactic atlas with lots of planets I had never heard of. And say outer rim planets, and I recognise some of these, like say this is from the Clone Wars, the episode where they rescue Tarkin and Evan Peel, I think it is, from the Citadel, various others. Then there's a physical geography of various worlds, so that's like Utapau, and then you have desert planets, Scarif, that looks like Lothal. I assume these will be like, say, Hoth and other ice worlds. And it also has things like, say, like architecture. Like, I think this is the Lerman buildings from the Clone Wars. That's the Jedi Temple on Lothal. That's Naboo. That's Jabba's palace. Oh, this is Jabba's palace, and everything. There's a homestead on Tatooine, Coruscant. Loads of different things. The Jedi Temple. So it's absolutely fantastic. What else did we have? That's like nature. Obviously, that's a Rathtar. So, has many different categories like bugs, beasts, and vertebrates. This, I think, like I recognise that from Rebels, for instance. This goes up to, I think, Solo. And then amphibians and reptiles. That's the one on the front cover. Yeah, so these are all great. That's a Tauntaun there. So absolutely fantastic. Zillo Beast. Now there's a timeline. Basically, it starts off with the siege of Naboo and ends with Rey giving Luke the lightsaber. And loads of things you see, for instance, you can see Thrawn there, for instance. Then you have the members of the Senate. There's Palpatine, Chancellor Valorum, Maz Amida, Sly Moore, Representative Binks, this guy, the senator from Ryloth, and various others. These, I think she is the one, is she... No, I thought she was the Naboo senator in The Force Awakens that you see briefly because of the hair. So, what else do we have? Jedi. And there's also, I don't know if it's this page, but it shows you the Jedi Council members pre-Clone Wars, during the Clone Wars and that sort of thing. And they have the Sith. And a lot of the images in this were new, but there were some that I did have in other visual dictionaries. So we'll skip a bit, so just to the new era. Obviously that's all the Force Awakens. Like the image of Finn there, I remember from the visual dictionary. Then you've got stuff like this, all the royal outfits. And I remember lots of these from The Phantom Menace and the other prequels. And there's a couple of the other queens there as well. That's other day, clothing, everyday wear. You see Ray there, you see Padme. I remember that guy. There's Leia and Lando, for instance. So it's great stuff. It's like accessories. So obviously that's one of the headdresses and stuff. It's a bit about pod racing with the various pod racers and their flags. It also has the pod racer vehicles. In fact, here they are. So yes, this is great. I mean, I'm sure it's essentially a compendium of all of them, but like I said, there was so much in here that I'd never seen before. Like luggage, for instance. I remember that guy from The Force Awakens, and also from, is it Tales from Masters Cantina, whatever it was called. Then it's like art. Obviously, Sabine Wren's work here, and various artwork statues. These are the four sages of the Force, whatever it was, that's in Palpatine's office. There's a mural here. Great stuff. Then it's like languages. I hadn't seen this page before. Obviously, there's standard, there's Saibisti, Hortese, all that sort of stuff. Aqualish, Tuscan, Shriwook, cloning cyborgs. Obviously, Force Awakens, Lord Vader. That's from the Clone Wars, the attack on Mont Cala, all that sort of stuff. There's technology. See hyperspace ring, Anakin in a spacesuit, various ships and stuff there. Various types of droids, and service droids. There's one on labour droids, like gonk droids, for instance. Further droids. The information. So obviously, Sith and Jedi holocrons, communicator. That's the thing that Poe puts in BB-8 in The Force Awakens, and various other things as well, data pads, what have you. It's general equipment. This is all absolutely fascinating. That's an axe and a shovel. Stationary weapons, and obviously that is, I forget what it's called, the spaceship from the Clone Wars. X-Wings. Rifles and blasters. There's so much in here, it's great. Projectors and shields. There's a thermal detonator there, for instance. Lightsabers. Super weapons. So many of them in Star Wars, of course. The Death Stars, Starkiller Base. I think it might even have the Sith Temple on Malachor. Yeah, it's like warships. You recognise most of those, of course. Space travel. Again, very recognisable ships in there. Starfighters from both sides. Air vehicles. Walkers, tanks. Now there was something I did want to show you. 112. Like food, it shows. And like this, for instance, is great. I mean, I think, which one is it? It's one of these where it's clear, I think it says, what's clearly is pomegranate seeds in like a gelatin and stuff. But it's absolutely fascinating, the various stuff that they had, and the food animals you see there. Then there's also like processed food on the next one, that sort of stuff. That's a jug and fruit cake that causes R2 and 3PO to have an adventure. But yes, fantastic. There's so much stuff in here that I hadn't seen in any other visual dictionary, so I had to get it. I said £2 instead of like 25 quid. So very happy with that, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for what topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.